Virgo, let's pull these live. We're going to do a Finding Your North Compass. So, how does Virgo feel about finding their right direction in life? Yeah, yes, come on. Their goals are very starting to align. You're feeling like that would be a good thing. You're very excited. You want to move on with it in a very fast way. What's their root skill that they've got to support them? The King of Cups, a beautiful heart, an ability to feel a lot in whatever this next chapter is. What to let go of, the Hierophant, trying to be too moral, do things in the traditional way, and how to set their North Compass. Bringing my skirt out so that I don't drop these bits of holes. And what would be a good way for Virgo to set their North Compass? That's beautiful with the star. I haven't seen the star for a while. That's lovely. Your bright hopes and dreams, your healing, your connection to your ancestors. Beautiful. We'll read these all properly and where it's all going. King of Pentacles, Virgo, this is lovely. Great. Okay, so we've got 2 majors out of 5 cards. That's quite a lot. We've got, and we've got 2 kings. It's interesting. And so when I'm looking at it, right in the middle, you've got this very fast energy of the 8 of Wands focusing down, wanting to get all your goals directed. So when we talk about setting your North Compass, getting in the right direction, it's saying, yeah, you're ready for it. You feel quite aligned, or certainly your energy wants to be. So that's fantastic. Your root skills being the King of Cups. Sorry, let me show you that again. It's a sort of, it's not got any figures in it, and so this and the 3 of Swords, so it feels very sort of unemotional in a way. It's kind of pragmatic, logical, but very exciting, fast, swift, communicative energy. So it's wonderful. And with what your core skills are, your root skills, the King of Cups, feels as if you can tolerate lots of emotions, you can feel lots of emotions. You might be a big empath, and that might help you with whatever your work is. Maybe you're in some sort of artistic field or counselling, or you need to access your feelings easily. And as a root skill, this means that you do feel an awful lot. You can really feel into your environment as well. Now, sometimes people say that the King of Cups can feel one way one day and another the next. So, but as a root skill, that might be that you can flow with your emotions, that you're not repressing them. It's a very good place to be. And it's interesting what to let go of being the Hierophant. He's more repressed. He's more traditional. He is very armoured up. He's talking to these 2 acolytes about what he feels the right way of doing things is. Can't work out whether one of my neighbours is here or whether it's anyway, whatever. So he's being very traditional. He's preaching the word, but it's the traditional word, and he's very sort of armoured up with, not armoured up, but he's got his big robe and everything is very official looking, isn't it? We're letting go of that. That would be hiding behind what we think we've always known, traditional roots. That's not going to work for you. Instead, how to set your North Compass. Look at this woman, no clothes on, open, the stars of Venus alive in the sky now. Right as I'm filming this, I think it's Venus and Jupiter. We saw it last night when we were coming back from the coast. Very, very bright, very in alignment with each other. As the sun is setting, you might see those 2 really punchy, bright. So it's sort of feeling like aligning to those maybe parts of your chart that are like Venus and Jupiter. What does that mean to you? Is this about, it would be about luck and bounty, love, finances, what you look like. That kind of energy. And it's interesting, I don't normally think of the kind of actual stars when I look at this, but maybe that is something you'd want to research. But also the little pink bird that is sitting on the back there, which is what I named this channel after, which is about connecting to the ancestors and the old ways and sort of voices that you might hear from somewhere else. And she's very happily healing. After a tower moment, she's able now to give away all this water, these emotions. So interestingly, emotion again, like the King of Cups, she's able to deal with it. It feels healed. So maybe you are going through a very emotionally healing time, and this is a moment where you start to sort of feel at one with your emotions again, able to connect to them without them being overwhelming. Certainly it's about your dreams. North Star reading, the star card, I feel like you're very connected to them, and they're very much to do with this new healed state. So it's beautiful. And where it's all going, King of Pentacles, feeling secure, feeling at one with nature in this beautiful scene with all that nature around you, feeling very resplendent and able to look after everybody else. And he's an interesting king, because you would think of kings as being quite traditional. And actually, I think in a way, the King of Wands and the King of Swords are sort of rather stiff and sort of, the King of Swords is the ultimate king because he's in his head, and the kings are all in the swords in the head. But the King of Wands is kind of, he's a bit of a renegade actually. There's nothing completely traditional. Maybe he would be one of the more traditional kings, but I always love how he looks like he's wearing makeup and he's not in a kind of traditional setting. He's in nature, which I love. He's definitely very happy and able to tend to himself and other people's needs. So let's cap these. Firstly with these ones, I think. Anything else you want to say to Virgo and hair people, because one just went past me as I was sat here. It's a new position for me. Normally I'm more out in the open. There's a huge field here, and I think because I'm hidden from sun, I'm also hidden from the animals, so I see a bit more. So, the morning. This is a capping card. It's in a traditional tarot deck, but you're actually getting the extra card, which is sort of where we're at now. It's first thing in the morning. Are you like me? Do you do your best work in the morning? Are you most connected? Do you need to see that dawn light as it comes up? It's very healing. It sets your circadian rhythms for the day. Maybe that's something someone needs to hear. I think it's something like 15 hours after you see the sunrise, you start to get sleepy. So maybe that's helpful for somebody. But certainly it's about getting stuff done at a quiet moment when other people aren't around, or connecting to something in you that might help this quest that you're on. Let's put these here and this here so that I can catch this if it falls. Let's see. And what else have we got? We've got the Devil and the Princess of Torches. So the Knight of Wands and the Devil. So there's a lot of passion here. I quite like that. It's saying don't deny the very, very passionate parts of you. They're, just because it's looking all healed, there's still a lot of fire, like those wands, on the table. And you must keep connecting to those, which I like. Good, because it does look quite peaceful. But we'll pull some other capping cards on this. That's just any more words on this beautiful healing setting there, North Compass. Very bountiful looking. And what was that? Seven of Pentacles. It didn't quite come out. Could be about working on. Oh, it fell through the gaps. One moment. We've got the Nine of Cups. That's lovely. It's saying really this is a good time for you. This is your wish fulfillment. She looks quite stern in this one, but actually this is the card of getting everything that you want. We always want to know what's behind that curtain, obviously. But look, she's got all her ducks in a row with all those cups up there. And it feels like make the most of this rather harmonious, healed emotional energy, because I think it's a moment to sort of make your wishes known to yourself and the world and just go for these goals with those 8 wands in position. You've kind of got to grips a little bit with your feelings and they're starting to be solid, and rather than relying on tradition, there's a sense in which you can now be more at one with the King of Pentacles, with what's actually happening. You kind of, the way all the nature grows around him, I always feel like you're really embedded in reality here. And so you're grounded in it, and that is going to be a better place to be, I think, for you. Right, let's have a look at the Oracle of Mystical Moments. What have we got here? Morning Dew Girl. That's interesting, isn't it? 2 mornings. So mornings seem to be really important to whoever's watching this. Number 13, she's collecting the dew. I do that sometimes before May Day or on May Day. So let's read about this. Haven't bought my glasses, I don't think. I think I've got, no, I've got a pair of sunglasses. That's not going to help, but I think I can read it anyway. 13. Morning Dew Girl. Face your fears, awareness, consciousness. The woman in this card collects the raindrops into a basket of leaves. She is called, Morning Dew Girl, and she symbolises the receiving and absorption of all worries and fears. So this relates back to the King of Cups, who can be very worried, flip-floppy energy, but that's your skill, your root skill. So this is about absorbing all those worries and fears. She invites us to start sharing our own feelings and worries. We can collect them and deal with them instead of hiding them deep inside us. It's perfect for this reading because it's saying your unique skill is that you have listened to your feelings with the King of Cups and other people's feelings, that you haven't denied them. So we can collect them and deal with them instead of hiding them deep inside. She stands resolute and strong, ready to face her fears. While fear can be as powerful as a river, once confronted, it may turn out to be as small as a drop of dew. So that's really exactly what this reading looks like. You know, you've healed yourself through listening to your emotions, and they aren't as frightening as all of that. Now you've got command of all of that water with the star. You're kind of pouring it out. You've got enough to share. Maybe it's something you do in the morning. Maybe you journal, maybe you're doing morning pages or something like that. But anyway, it's really lovely reading. See you again.